Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Sloan dialed Eric's hospital number from her residence. I will not be home for a while. I got to visit my cousin Teresa, Eric stated. Sloan inquired whether there was any news. Eric informed Sloan that Tate had been arrested. How's Holly doing? Sloan asked. Eric informed Sloan about Holly's seizure during his visit. Teresa paced in front of Alex in their apartment. I can't believe they're going to try Tate as an adult, Teresa mumbled. Alex agreed that the scenario was ludicrous, and he hugged Teresa to keep her calm. Alex advised that Teresa contact her father, but she said that Shane was on an undercover mission and could not be reached. How about your brother? Wasn't he in town recently? Alex asked. Andrew? He isn't going to pull any strings for me. He probably thinks Tate is a major screw-up like me, Teresa explained. Alex advised Teresa not to talk about herself in that way. Teresa looked away from Alex. You don't know about all the stuff I've done in the past and recently, the woman stated. What kind of things have you done recently? Alex asked. Teresa reflected on her chat with Constantine and decided to amend Victor's letter to name Alex as the heir. Teresa shrugged. Before Alex could proceed, Eric knocked on the front door. So, what, are you here to tell me what a bad parent I am? Teresa asked. Teresa cautioned Eric that whatever he intended to say, she had already told herself. Stop being too hard on yourself. Eric said, I stopped by because I wanted to give you this. Eric embraced Teresa. Teresa inquired about Holly and Nicole. Nothing has changed in Holly's condition, Eric stated. Eric stated that the only thing they could do was keep Holly in their prayers. Can you keep Tate in your prayers, too? Teresa asked. Of course, Eric replied. Eric stated that no matter what, he loved Holly and Tate. I could never judge either of them, Eric explained. Teresa asked Eric whether he was going to judge her. 8 years ago, I made a decision. I drove drunk. I killed Holly's father. Right now, you, Tate, and Holly require compassion. Nobody knows that better than I do, Eric stated. Eric stated that he had learned a lot about his regret and guilt while doing time in prison for his crimes. But while I was there, I remembered that I have to forgive myself, Eric told me. I'm really glad you were able to do that, Teresa replied. Teresa maintained that Tate's case was unique since he was innocent. And Holly chose to take those drugs herself, Teresa explained. I understand that, and no matter how it went down, we're all hurting here, Andy replied. Eric informed Teresa that he was there to support her. When Eric asked Teresa what she wanted, she requested him to plead Tate's case to Nicole. Maybe she'll go to EJ and get him to back off a little bit and listen to reason, she said. Eric agreed, but stated he'd wait to see if Holly awoke. I know it can be hard to find faith in the midst of all this chaos, but there is something I brought for you aside from a hug, Eric told me. Eric took out Caroline's rosary and presented it to Teresa. That means a lot. Thank you, Teresa murmured through tears. After Eric went, Alex made a sandwich for Teresa. When Alex arrived home, he was surprised to see Teresa praying on the couch. I didn't think you were into all the religious stuff, Alex said me. I might not be the epitome of a good Catholic, but it is still my faith, she remarked. Alex told Teresa that she had looked sexy while praying. When Alex moved in for a kiss, Teresa backed away. What the hell are you doing? Teresa asked. Bad timing, Alex said. Alex apologized and stated he wanted to make her feel better. Totally inappropriate, Teresa complained. Alex agreed. And, just so you know, I am perfectly aware that the majority of our connection has been largely physical. But I need you to understand that this is not what I am all about. I just want to be there for you emotionally, Alex added. Teresa told Alex that his comments meant a lot to her and apologized for snapping at him. Alex wrapped his arm over Teresa, and she nestled up to him. "I'm very grateful to have met you," Alex remarked. "Me, too," Teresa whispered. When Melinda arrived at Sloane's apartment to meet, she inquired about what was wrong. Sloane stated to Melinda, "There is now a real possibility that Nicole may lose her surviving child to a drug overdose, which means she will have lost 2 children in a matter of weeks, being childless." Sloane acknowledged that guilt was killing her. "What are you suggesting?" Melinda asked. "We have to give the baby back," Sloane remarked. Melinda gave a gasp. "Get real. You're a lawyer, surely you understand that if we do it now, we'll be held accountable for a terrible felony," Melinda protested. Sloane shrugged. Melinda reminded Sloane that EJ was the district attorney, and he would throw the book at them. "We would be risking everything by exposing ourselves," she remarked. Melinda went on to say that EJ would treat her and Sloane far worse than he did Tate. "We shall spend the rest of our lives in prison." "Is that what you want?" Melinda yelled. Melinda inquired as to why Sloane was more flustered than normal. Sloane acknowledged that she felt burdened by work, parenting, expenses, and guilt. Confounded, Melinda inquired about the expenses. "I'm being blackmailed by Leo Stark," Sloane admitted. Melinda understood Dimitri had told Leo the whole story before he was transported to Supermax jail. Sloane stated that Leo had understood Sloane was to fault for the prison move. "Leo is out for vengeance," Sloane explained. Worried, Melinda asked Sloane if Leo was aware of her involvement in the project. "Leo has no idea about any of your involvement," Sloane assured Melinda. Sloane claimed that Leo had been bleeding her dry. "Conniving little mooch," Melinda complained. Sloane informed Melinda that she had pushed Leo to follow a budget, but she was concerned about what Leo would ask for next. Melinda was frustrated and wondered why Sloane hadn't told her about Leo sooner. Sloane revealed that Nicole had stolen her son before Leo made the threats. "I thought it was all an innocent mix-up," Melinda exclaimed with astonishment. Sloane acknowledged that Nicole had taken the baby on purpose, and she suspected Nicole would not have returned Jude if EJ had not persuaded Nicole to turn him over to authorities. "And then Eric talked me into covering up for Nicole," Sloane told me. "And why the hell would you do that?" Melinda yelled. Sloane shrugged, blaming her guilt. "But I did it for Eric. I wish I had just broken my conscience and followed my instincts. Because I can't bear seeing that woman out and knowing I aided her," Sloane explained. Melinda, perplexed, asked, "Then why the hell are you feeling sorry for her?" Melinda reminded Sloane that she had nothing to do with Holly's overdose and should keep her lips shut. "Thank you for talking me off the ledge," Sloane remarked. "No offense, Sloane, but you still look like you're on the ledge," Melinda said him. Melinda inquired whether Sloane would maintain the secret or not. Eric returned home. "What's going on?"